Why am I not racing Supercross in 2024? I have got this question countless times. First of all, thank you guys for caring. For those of you that do care and those of you that are curious, just wanted to give and offer a little explanation to you in this video. My career and my life for the last 7 years has really been sprinting, going wide open, throwing things at the wall, seeing what will stick, trying to juggle 15 different focuses at once. And, you know, after having a ton of conversation with my wife, with my family, with my dog, with my team and all my employees, I really decided that 2024 needs to be the year of intention. And what I mean by that is I want to really direct focus at a couple of key targets and make sure that I move slowly in 2024 and I don't want to be spread too thin. We just had a daughter, shout out Millie. Just had a daughter in November 11th, 11/11. She's our little angel baby, which is awesome. So I want to be home with my wife and dog and baby Millie, which is incredibly important. That's one thing. I want to make 2024 the year of creating the first physical location in our community. That was supposed to happen in 23, and I think one of the reasons it didn't is I just believe that it was a sign that I wasn't ready for it. And I wasn't ready for it for a lot of different reasons. I didn't have enough employees at the time. I was spread too thin trying to do a bunch of things at once. I don't think the location ended up probably being the right spot for us. I don't think the timing of it was right before the baby. We would have had to bring a baby to the middle of nowhere and try and just make it work. And I want to move slow and really put focus into that. And the Supercross in the past, the last 7 years, minus last year, I have kind of half-assed it, for lack of a better term. I was trying to build the business for so many years, and I wanted to keep racing, as I still do. And so I was kind of not getting all I could out of the racing. In fact, I was probably getting a small fraction of a percentage of what I was capable of. Last year, training with Jet and Hunter, living with them at the dog pound, and putting more time and focus into the racing, I was able to make all of the main events except for one, I think. So I was starting to get back to a little bit better speed, qualifying top 10 in a lot of situations. Still not in good shape because I didn't have enough preseason time. But it gave me a taste of, okay, if I prepare, I really think that with a few consecutive years of building and having the right mindset that I have now that I didn't used to have, I think I could do something pretty special and be competitive on the dirt bike. What I didn't want to do this year was spread myself thin again, not be with Jet and Hunter training because we're putting focus into finding and creating a location and building the app, building the community, building the business, building my team, and really cultivating the culture of our team and my employees, which is high up there on the priority list, and then show up less prepared than last year and not do as good as last year. That would not be a good storyline. It would demoralize me. It wouldn't necessarily look good, and it would be less fun. Racing was really fun last year when I was somewhat prepared. I didn't get that bad of arm pump. Yeah, I would get really tired, but it's just not fun when you're trying not to kill yourself. It's fun when you can go out there and be competitive. With motocross, with Supercross, you can't really fake the confidence. The confidence comes with the preparation and sitting on that line and knowing, like, taking a look around and being like, okay, well, at the very least, I'm equally as prepared as the guys around me. When you look around and you know that other people are more prepared than you, it's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling. So yeah, this year we're going to focus on the Moto Academy. Huge year for the Moto Academy. We're going to accomplish and check a couple of those big things off of the list. And then 2025, I have a bit of an experiment and a plan to kind of see what I can do with a 5-year plan. All right guys, this video is sponsored by Element. Go to drinklmnt.com/AJCat330 to try all 8 flavors. This is an electrolyte powder and it is the best electrolyte drink mix that you guys can get. I've been using it for a couple of years. For those of you that watch the channel, I've talked about how I was a chronic cramper. I would get Charlie horses like crazy. I didn't know how to properly hydrate. It started with just plain water. Then I was using crappy electrolyte powders or just drinks like at a gas station that had artificial flavor, too much sugar, and not really what it needed. Element has everything you need and nothing you don't. The flavors taste great. Like I said, there's no artificial flavors, and there's nothing better than being properly hydrated. When I wake up in the morning, I have a full pack of this. Before I go to bed at night, I have a full pack, and I mix it in my water all throughout the day, whether I'm working out or not. And I tell you what, I feel good all the time. If you guys have headaches as well, if you get migraines and headaches, having electrolytes mixed into your water is one of the most important things. So again, try going to drinklmnt.com/AJCat330. They support the channel, and you guys can also try 8 flavors for free when you use that landing page. This stuff is the real deal. Back to the video. So coming back for Supercross in 2025, racing in 25, 26, 27, 28, and 2029. And I want to see how well I can do in 5 consecutive building years of training at my own facility, riding on top-notch equipment, really racing as if I'm a professional racer again. As the Moto Academy at that point, hopefully, will be really running as autonomously as possible, and I can focus on being a racer. I'm 30 years old, so taking a year off at 30 years old, I think a lot of people think that's crazy. And then creating a 5-year plan to start at age 31, I think a lot of people would think that that's crazy. But, you know, knock on wood, I haven't been injured that much. Genetically, I feel like I have good genetics from my mom and my dad to really be able to get the longevity out of the years. My technique has only got better and better. My riding has only got better and better. The only thing that will change that plan is if I just change my mind and just decide that I want to focus on the community, want to be home with the family more, and if I just have zero interest in racing after taking a year off. I don't suspect that will be the case. What's really interesting to me is that this year, the year that I would finally have been mature enough to make that decision to take a year, which I probably should have done many times in the past, is the one year I've wanted to race the most out of any. So it wasn't an easy decision to make because I love racing. I love riding Supercross tracks, and I'm missing it at the moment, but I think this is part of the year of intention, moving slowly. I don't have to sprint anymore. And it's a good feeling, and I have to continue to remind myself of that. When you create a business at the beginning, it is very much go, 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 go. You're doing everything your own. You are at any second feeling like you're going to go bankrupt. You are kind of acting out of like desperation and anxiety a lot of the time. And it's not like that anymore, which is, I'm very grateful. Very grateful. I think a lot of businesses, you know, disappear before they ever get to this point. So I'm grateful to my team, and all my employees have been amazing. My wife has been understanding of the last 7 years of moving her to different states and not being home a lot. In 2022, I did 118 Moto Academy classes, traveling to multiple countries and probably over 35 different states. It was like I was a rock band on tour that was never home. And it's just having a baby, I want to make sure that I'm really, really, really a present father that's home and teaching her what I want to be able to teach her and helping Allie and not just disappearing and trying to justify that because we're, you know, making money. The money ultimately doesn't matter. So I want to really just do it in a balanced way moving forward. Yeah. So I guess that's hopefully a valid explanation, and maybe that creates some clarity for some of you that care. I wanted to keep you in the loop. I know a lot of these YouTube videos have, especially as we've transitioned our team and transitioned our focus, I want to be able to continue to feed you guys the timeline and keep you up to date on what's going on in our lives. If you're in the Moto Academy app, you're constantly updated. If you listen to the Moto Academy podcast, you're constantly updated, which is cool. But if you watch only the YouTube videos, I think a lot of you guys are probably wondering what's up. So yeah, a little update. If you're wondering why we're on the beach right now, we're living in Naples for the winter. Can't complain there, can't complain there. So, although the weather's been crappy lately, but the beach is still nice. So we're gonna film here until we get yelled at. And that is why I'm not racing Supercross in 2024. Grant, how many minutes are we into this? Is this a standalone YouTube video?
It's 9 minutes long.
9 minutes long?
It'll be its own video.
All right, shout out for the 2 people still listening to the end of this 9-minute YouTube video. Driver Jamie, I'm sure he's watching this, probably as he's driving the Moto Academy van, so let's not be doing that. But shout out Driver Jamie. Shout out, who else? Who else is listening 9 minutes into this video? Our Vens, Premix Papa, Mike and Andrew probably, the Real GP, all of our app members. If you guys want to train with me and be a part of the Moto Academy community and really be a part of the family, get inside the app. Go to club.themotoacademy.com, get inside of the app, and yeah, I'm excited for 2024, very excited. Okay, that's all. Toodaloo.